Ayo, 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 ayo. I'm still around. We got unbelievably a really stacked patch coming up, man. This is gonna be probably the most hyped patch I've seen since 4.2 for me. Like I'm pretty hyped for next patch for patch 4.6. I want to get this off my chest, man. I'm looking forward to next patch. I'm pretty hyped for this next patch, man. The story quest, Sino getting a second story quest before Venti. I know people are already saying it. I can't even believe it. It's actually wild. But to make things even worse, for some reason, Arlecchino, I'm wondering if I should make a video on it or not. I don't know if I really care to, because I'm just a lonely dude on the internet that kind of does his own thing, right? What's up, everybody? My name is Karate. Welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. We watched the patch 4.6 special program earlier today, and now I'm just here discussing, talking about it, my excitements, what I look forward to. It's looking kind of nice. This is probably one of my most excited patches I've been looking forward to in a while. This year's Wind Trace event looks like freaking Dead by Daylight, which is cool. It makes me at least tempted to try the event, which is actually beautiful. We got a boss event that ends up involving a Natlin NPC, I want to call them for now. We got a very strange Wander rerun two patches before 1 year of his release, which is or his last rerun, which is kind of cringe. I don't know why he's rerunning, but I digress. Is the teapot getting a little revamp that's pretty cool. I really love that. I can't believe that. That's exciting. It has its own little excitement to it. But yeah, other than that, I've been chilling. Still don't know what's going on, but I'm still here, so that's all that matters. I wonder if I'm gonna be able to buy Woke in the future. Don't know yet. But either way, I love the thumbnail. Yeah. Got that ready. There we go. I've been watching everyone's reactions to the dev live stream, and hmm. Okay. All right. So it's been a while. Since I talk about progress, I also forgot to check something else from Chevrolet's. Not Chevrolet's. I don't have Chevrolet's on my account. Haha. What was her name? Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte. I didn't check Sonatipa because I forgot to, so I'll have to check out whatever line she has there. I've been waiting for this stream just to do that. But anyways, today we're going to start farming Vivisa, because that's what I plan to do. But anyways, I got 80 out of 90 for Fischl, 80 out of 90 for Hazo. So when it comes to my account, progression is booming. But for past 4.6, I don't know what the heck going on, man. There's so many things I'm just really excited for, and I wish I could like put them all together. It makes me want to just check everything again. Apparently this event's voiced, and I'm going to start this. When should I start this? I'm gonna start this in 2 more days. I might do this on Monday reset actually. Yeah, I might do this event on Monday reset actually. Everything should be out by then. Yeah. So I'll wait till Monday and I'll do this stream. Ah, that sucks because I wanted to do the Lynette hangout this weekend, but maybe I'll do it next weekend just before the patch ends. Yeah, I guess I can do that. I feel like I need to do the Lynette hangout before I do the Arlecchino story quest. I just feel like it just feels like I need to do that. But either way, what's up, homie? I am very, very, very much excited. How is my friendship doing? I think I have other stuff unlocked. Yeah, level 6. Wait, how is... actually, I'll check that later. Let's do commissions. Stabilize it 5 times? Okay. Let's just do this first. I am super duper excited for patch 4.6, man. Like, it's been... Honestly, I did say it was since patch 4.2 since I've been this excited, but I feel like I'm more excited than I was in patch 4.2, to be honest. Like, the only thing I was excited for was Farina and how cute she looked and, you know, how strong she looks and how cool and different she is. I mean, there's one thing I need to get off my chest, though. I heard rumors. I didn't look at leaks, though, but I heard rumors 'cause I couldn't freaking escape them. It was fucking annoying. But can we just talk about how we only have one pyro sword unit in the game after 3 years? And you know, I want to be happy for Arlecchino being added to the game as a DPS for those that are happy for her. But the 5th pyro polearm, can it get any more unoriginal for that? I don't know. But either way, I know I'm skipping her. I've made my decision and I was talking to people on Discord about it. Because it's a nitpick. I can't help it. Pyro as an element is just so bad right now. It's so dry. It's not interesting enough. And it's my favorite element in the game. But yet, here we are. 5th Pyro Pulling character, and what is it, my 7th or 8th Pyro on-fielder that wants to do damage? Got Gaming, Lenny, Dia that can do it, that's 3. 4 for Yoimiya, 5 for Yanfei, 6 for Hutel, 7 for Klee, and 8 for Diluc. If we disregard Dia, then it would be 8. If we decide to add Dia, because she can do damage on field if you want to play her that way, then that is 9. Out of like, what, 14 Pyro characters? And it's going to be 15? Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. Well, people are excited, don't really care about all the small things, so they pull for their favorite units. And I support that. I'm not saying that I don't want you to pull for her. I actually still, even now, even though a lot of people are skipping her, I want people to still pull for Arlecchino. I want to see people try to make her work. I want to see how strong she can possibly become. But I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to have fun playing her. Her kit looks interesting. I hope she's strong. Some people are saying she is. That is cool. But her team options are very limited and very boring. The only one that interests me is the Chevreuse one that some people mention. I don't have her, so that further foregoes my chance of doing anything unless Chevreuse appears as a 4-star option on the banner for Arlecchino. And if she isn't, a lot of people might skip as well because people are already talking about this. Because when they talk about her kit on the dev live stream and the special program, I don't even know what to think. Like, I don't know how to think about that. Like, the only thing I don't like about patch 4.6 is just Arlecchino's kit. Because I did say this, if they're going to make her an on-field DPS, they need to make her very interesting in, you know, really good at what she does, but something different that makes her stand out. Well, they did half of it, right? They gave her a Bond of Life mechanic, which is very unique, actually. And the fact that she gets a power infusion the longer she has that effect for her. But the problem with Bond of Life, last time I read it, and when they talked about the live stream, that when you have the effect and there is enemy that can give it to you, you have to have healing to get rid of the Bond of Life. Well, they took that away from Arlecchino's kit and said, you cannot heal her. Which, I guess, forgoed the fact that if you got rid of it, she wouldn't have her Pyro Infusion and do damage. But Because they got rid of that, that means she cannot heal at all in any source without her burst. Which means she's very anti-synergy with a lot of units in the game. I know people are not going to notice it now, but there are going to be a lot of people who are not going to like playing her. I can already see it. I'm just hoping that she doesn't end up flopping. I hope she doesn't. I hope she doesn't. I want her to actually be good. And her kit sounds interesting enough, right? But I can't help but be nervous about it all. Oh, I got it. Oh, come on. It doubled it. Okay, you know what? Let's do Gamen. Oh, well, that failed. Gamen can at least do this. Alright. Yay, 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 yay. Yes. Cool. Alright. It still makes me sad. Man, it still makes me sad thinking about it right now. Like, I want to be excited for Arlecchino, but that's the only thing from next patch I'm actually not excited for. Everything else I'm excited for is crazy. There's so many things exciting about next patch that I'm like, oh, I guess there is something else I'm not excited for. It might be just the Vibro Crystal, this combat event that has reran for the third time, it seems like. But it's not like it's bad. I just think it's not a good event for what they designed it for. Like, I like the idea that they went for, but so many events are way too copy-pasta for some of these combat events. So I'm not excited for it. Wind Trace, I might actually try it this year, though. So, we'll just have to see it for what it is.
Let the mighty be humble.
Aha. I just love using Nuva, I'm not gonna lie. I still don't think I'm gonna get tired of playing him. I don't feel like I made the mistake of pulling for him. I feel like when I pull for characters, things happen for a reason. Especially the way my wishes turned out. But I wonder if my wish would have turned out the same for Arlecchino. I don't know. I really do hope people have fun playing her. 'Cause I'm so nervous about the way that her kit looks. Like, a lot of people are like, look, people pull for who they want to pull for. If you're pulling there for aesthetic, go right ahead, brother. I want you to enjoy yourself. The thing that I'm worried about is that even though people don't want to admit it, gameplay does matter for a lot of people, even if it's not meta. Gameplay matters for people. They like feeling comfortable. So it's a big thing that people are going to complain about. They don't like it. All right. Man.
Bow your head.
I am excited for a lot of things, but it's really wild to me. The thing that still surprises me is that my theory has been confirmed. The Ditto on the map, the Ditto on the map is going to end up dispersing. I cannot wait to see how this map looks when it fills in. I always wanted to know, will this end up filling in or will it go this direction? Because it feels like there would have been another part of the map this direction. And another thing that no one even talks about for some reason in their videos is that in the 4.6 special program, they mentioned that future versions, there'll be more of this. Does this mean there's going to be more of the underwater part of this map? I have no idea, but I'm very interested to know what it is, though. Because it sounds interesting. I'm not going to lie. I just can't wait to see how this map fills in. Because now it's not going to look like a Ditto anymore. But yeah, I am very interested to know what's going on with that. So many small semblances of things that I wish I could like think about, but I can't think about like everything. It's like my head is still like jumbled with a lot of things. I just finally settled down. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch a video, then I'm gonna start streaming, and here I am. So, just chilling. Currently been watching another anime of sorts, but man, this season for anime is pretty interesting, so I'm really looking forward to that. So I'm waiting for a lot of them to start watching it. Like, I finally downloaded all of Reincarnated as a Slime. I forgot the full title of it, but you know, Reincarnated as a Slime. The time of Reincarnated as a Slime. I have that anime downloaded. I have season 1, 2, and downloaded, but season 3 is ongoing right now, so I'm not gonna watch it yet. I'll watch it when it gets closer to finish, which might take till about fall, which kind of sucks, but I digress. It is what it is. It'll be nice to hold out on that. Either way, outside of all that, I wish there was more I could talk about. Oh yeah, Wander's rerun, right? I did mention that earlier, didn't I? Wander's getting a rerun during the second half, and Baiju's getting his quickest rerun I've ever seen since like I'll Hate Them, getting a rerun 2 patches apart from each other. So Baiju getting a rerun, and I just pulled for him in patch 4.2, so 4.6, 4 patches off. I mean, it's still it's been a little bit, but like that's still really fast for what it's worth. To be fair, so it's like I'm just telling for how it is. That's pretty fast, and I don't know why they decided to throw a donut on Wander's banner. It's as if they want people to not pull for Wander's weapon banner. I'm just saying, because there's zero reason why Baiju's there when it could have been Sino, which I'm surprised it wasn't, given that Sino gets a second story quest, which I'm assuming is going to be second half of next patch, because when the patch goes live, we're going to do Arlecchino's story quest right off the bat. Next patch is going to be fun, but it looks like it's going to be very different from how usual patches are, because it feels like when it comes to exploration for this next area, which seems like it's not going to be the final area. Assuming the word that the 4.6 livestream used anyways, it's not the final area. I assume that it's going to be mostly underwater. It looks like it's mostly underwater because they say it's a small island. We go underwater in the 4.6 livestream, which I find kind of unfortunate, but I digress. Right now, we got 10 domain runs. I'm still double refreshing the rest of this patch. However, Wander's rerun, I might pull on it because there's a good chance Farazan's gonna appear on it, and I'd like to pull for her because I skipped Shingen's banner and I really wanted Farazan. I really wanted Farazan. I could have pulled on it. I could have guaranteed Shenyan as well. Given how my pulls for Nuvolet went, you could see that I probably would have gotten her. And I probably would have kept pulling a bit longer because I really wanted her.
Value in my own work.
But looking back at it, I can't regret what I did. So I'll take it for what it is and hope for the best that Shengyun appears sometime when I have a lot of wishes saved up. So, oh yeah, this. Save the excitement for that another day. I think I'll just do Lynette Hangout next weekend instead of doing it this weekend. I like spreading it apart. I like doing it like that because I just tend to enjoy playing the game that way. Because if I do everything at once, I'll feel burned out. I've been doing very well avoiding burnout, man. I'm surprised that even with all that in question and all the lack of content this game gives, I don't get tired of playing this game. I always strategize and theorize, what am I going to do next? Next patch, there's going to be an optimization update for a certain teapot. I might do a stream where I'm actually working on my next teapot, the Fontaine teapot. Because now it actually feels comfortable to do it, but I might not do it. I still don't know if I'm going to do that. The reason why I say that is because I was very surprised and delighted to see that they did a quick function feature where if I'm missing a lot of parts for a certain item of a set, I can get those certain items and just quickly queue them together, buy them in bulk, and just go ham. Get ready with it. I love that because I hate having to search for it because they keep making the shop bigger, and it's getting tiresome to scroll in it. But yeah, I still do Serenity Teapot, of course, but I haven't done the Fontaine one yet. I've been waiting till I get Nuvolet. But I could have done it this patch, but I chose not to. So, I'm going to wait a bit longer because the optimization update will make my life easier instead of trying to search through it all. Because it was a lot better said through that live stream than they did in their dev talk. Because I was really, really more taken aback when people explained it before, but now it makes a lot more sense now because they didn't explain it like that before and it confused me. But either way, now we got this. Now, I tested my damage in here earlier because I had to do a domain run 'cause I was close to 160 resin, but I couldn't get on. That was like 4 hours ago. I could have gotten on. But, yeah, here I am. We're going to do VV set because there's a lot of things I'm looking forward to getting. Because it's time.
Time for takeoff. Are
Be
you
sanctified.
here to play with me?
This is going to be the fastest I've ever done a domain 2 coming up, which is nice. So, yeah. Got one of many. VV set. There's a lot of things I'm looking for here. Not crit value, though. Unless. EM, ER. God damn it. Double death. Alright. Oh, wow. Look at that. I do need an EM circuit with ER. Badly. Like a good amount of it. I need an EM goblet from VV with ER. That would be nice. I'm still kind of trying to fix Gene a bit, but something interesting happened. I do need an ER Sans with at least crit rate in ER. I don't know if I'll get that, but that's the minimum I'm looking for. I'm not looking for double crit and all that. If I get double crit on anything, I'd like it to be a feather. If I get anything crit value wise. If there's a circlet I want, maybe another crit rate circlet would be nice. That gives a lot of ER but has crit damage, or just crit damage at type percent, all that BS if it's something like that. All these small things that I could consider goals that I could hope happens in this domain farm. Because this is my first time farming this domain, as I declared to do this today. I had a feeling I finished everything beforehand. I actually could have started yesterday, but I chose to wait till today and just decided to work on my official, which now she's 80 out of 90, so I can crown her stuff. So I'm pretty excited about that. First time coming back to this domain in a little while, and we are going to do 10 domain runs today. I hope we can get something, because that'd be awesome. Because something else also happened, but I'll leave that for later.
Strike a pop. There, think you can get away?
Pick the wrong test subject.
24 seconds. That's wild, bro. Either way, I'm going to take the chance to do this. I think my Kazuha got something interesting. I decided to do Strongbox. It wasn't worthy of a clip, but I just remembered there was a new artifact I got. It's not... Oh, it is on him. Yeah, I got this piece. At this point, the only thing I can improve it is 100 EM and some ER, or high EM with ER, which I really desperately want in the feather badly. If the game will ever give me that, I forgot that is something I need. I need like EM with ER on my feather, more ER with EM on my flower. Don't mind this piece. I have this, but I wish I could swap the crit damage for crit rate and that'd be better. Yeah, I still need ER and the EM goblet. It could be nice if it gets crit rate and ER, because that's all I care about is all that. Don't mind the Kazuha. There's a reason why he's built like this, right? I built him just to like support Nuvolent. That's all I did. Yeah. Wow. Should I keep this? I feel like it'd be a shame if I don't try that. Even though I have a better piece already ready in this for Shenium, but I have this feeling I'm not going to use this set on her. I don't know why. I have this feeling I'm not going to use this on Shenium when I get her. I feel like 4-piece Vivi will only be good when I'm trying to like make her play with Diluc, but there's a good chance she's only going to play with Diluc, which is why I want to do it. But if I want to do like the Hazel variant, which is why I started playing Hazel in the first place, I found that more interesting.
Another test subject down.
Got to see what happens with that.
Pick the wrong test subject.
30 seconds. I'd never cleared the domain this fast, but yeah. do I try this? I don't like trying pieces that look like this though. It's like sometimes you never know, but I feel like that's just such a waste. I shouldn't do it. I tried it once and got lucky though. Alright, I forgot it's right here.
Think you can get away?
Why you gotta do this to me? Now I gotta go on this side again. Uh-huh. This is gonna be a quick domain for him, to be honest. Oh, right! Wait. Ooh. Tempted to try that, but... dude, what the fuck? Alright. Anyways, I just remembered something important. I just remembered that there was a new character that was shown, and his, his name is revealed on Twitter. His name is Sethos?
Time
I
to
have to
take
do
off.
this.
Here to play with me.
Got Sethos in the Sino story quest, which I have no idea what he's supposed to be, if he's going to be playable in the future, what, element he might bring, but the rumor has that he is Electro, and if he is, because I haven't seen it, it's very interesting. I actually didn't think. It'd be interesting, 2 story quests, I suppose. Ooh, I'm gonna try that. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. But yeah, I'm very excited for patch 4.6, man. I wonder which is gonna come first. I'm still nervous to do win trades because it sucks not having like friends to play with. Homies are so diverse, and we got our own lives, we gotta live, right? Even though homie Chewy is in like the worst position of his life compared to me in a way. Like he was forced into his situation more so than I was. I'm just stuck. However, I don't know when that's gonna last. Even now, I thought I'd be ready to do something, but still waiting, I guess. I don't know what's going on. So, I'm just waiting. So, while I'm waiting and still able to delightfully do content that is completely and utterly kind of iffy, we out here. I say it like that on purpose because, to be fair, I haven't said it yet, but I mean, I think I said that in a different video. I am gonna try to make a new YouTube channel soon. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm gonna take a crack at doing niche Genshin here and there since I still feel like I'm gonna play this for a long time. I don't know how I'm gonna try on it. It honestly depends if my channel even grows or not. I wanna at least try though. I never actually tried. So I look forward to the time I actually decide to do that. Oh man, I should do this. God damn it. I really hope that patch 4.6 ends up being a banger for those that are looking forward to it. It does suck that it feels like this this stream is gonna be over sooner than I thought it would be. Maybe I should try to like extend and do something else. But what can I do?
Think you can get away?
The tides beckon. The wrong test subject.
try it. I hate this. This gotta stop, man. Can I stop getting a defense sense? There's literally other fucking pieces. I hardly see HP ever drop. I don't know what has happened with HP. Usually I would get an HP Sands around these times, but I guess that's just how my luck gonna be for a while. I hope I can get like good non-crit pieces that I'm looking for during this
Time
one.
for takeoff. There you are.
Another test. Silence. Pick the wrong test subject.
Haha, 24. Claim rewards. You know, I was joking about you actually showing HP or not. You didn't have to show it now. I didn't need this. This could have been ER, but you know, I'm tempted to try this piece. I don't know why. Yeah. Time is it? Oh, it's almost 11. I forgot. Damn, I have been gone for so long. I did not realize I would forget the stream hasn't been that long. You, another test subject, get your ass over here.
Picked the wrong test subject.
A locked artifact. I hope you're good. Potential. Oh, look forward to it. You know, for the longest while, I've been wondering what people have been looking forward to the most for next patch, and some people are just more excited to pull for Arlecchino than the exploration, but this patch really makes up for patch 4.5's dry patch, because the dry patch this has been probably the worst I think I've experienced in Genshin's dry patches, even though people won't admit to mention that. Also, can I even say it's a hot take? No, I might talk about this later because I need to focus on talking about this one. I just remembered a conversation I saw on the internet floating around. This is heavily unfortunate that I always see defense right now. Makes me want to reroll those pieces, but I said to myself I'd only reroll Maiden's pieces, so I'm just going to do those. I don't want to see them, not even if they're double crit, unless it's a Sands or a Circlet.
Think you can get away?
Another test subject. The wrong test subject.
The wrong test subject. Yes. Final round of the day, even though I do have an extra, but I think I might hold on to that. So, I've gotten Death Sands every time, I have gotten Death Goblet every time, and I have gotten a Death Circlet. That's weird. That's mutually frustrating as well. I don't even know how that happens. It's like there is literally other fucking roles you could have went into, but I've only seen HP Sands once from VV. But every other one has been defense. Not attack percent, not EM. It doesn't have to be EM because EM is rare to get as a drop, but like you get my points. ER rarely appears on artifacts for me anyways, so getting ER Sands is once in a blue moon, even though my second account has gotten 3 back-to-back within the span of a week, which is cringe. I don't know how I handled that, but they were all really good double crit pieces that I don't even have on my main account here. But I can't complain too much. I got some good ER Sands. I'm just a little upset is all. Also, it reminds me, can I check on that real quick? Oh yeah, I also gotta remember to go to Saran and Teapot. I ain't forgetting this on to do Charlotte's thing before I take her out of there, 'cause I haven't done that yet. Also realized we're almost out of farming friendship, which is pretty funny. I didn't think I'd actually hit this point. Last time I was at this point was a very long while. That was before even Aloy ended up being announced as a playable character due to the collab for PlayStation. I think it was before Inazuma even. That was like when I was like still gathering 4-star. I ended up having every 4-star before I knew it, but not like I have every 4-star now. I still need chevrons, but you know. Oh, Bennett still hasn't changed, I see. Okay, yeah, is that even worth it? Okay. As much I want to try the other HP gun, but let's not do that. Gonna do this. And try one of these, and survey says, what are we looking at? Damn it. I'm so tempted to try those pieces. I am pretty desperate at this point. I said I won't touch Vivi until I'm done farming the domain. I wanna try something a bit different as well. Well, let's try the lodge piece that I don't think are gonna roll well, but that's probably because the flowers have not been nice to me in this domain. So, I have a buildup of artifacts I decided to get rid of, which is taking me a lot of thinking to come across getting rid of these, and don't worry about the other ones. There were some artifacts that could have made a clip, and I could not do it. Like a gladiator flower that would double crit for a line. I love remembering that piece. It's not exactly that one, but there was something I wanted to try with that piece. I forgot what it was. Yeah. Came to the conclusion looking at all these pieces that, yeah. Are you kidding me? Now I have to hope it goes into ER or EM one more time or it's gonna die. If you go into EM, this could be a really good piece. Okay. Now there's potential here. Oh. I mean, it could still be good. I might just hold on to it, but not actually use it. I'm not in the mood to just try an artifact though, but I think I might do this for a little bit. This is why I don't want to try these. It's like I want to, but I don't know, man. I don't know. There's circling. Got other attack sins. Uh, it's got to beat 15% while having no crit rate. This might flop, honestly. Get rid of this Hyzer Goblik. I had a feeling I wasn't gonna use it, but bro. All right. I mean, I'm not expecting any wins, but Feels kind of bad, man. Was there anything else? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Oh, there was that. Do I dare try this? Oh yeah, it's definitely worth trying. Wait, I don't have any. Oh, I do have something better, but okay, I'm down to try this. I don't have anything better. Survey says. Fuck. Okay. What do I do with that? Don't know what to do with that. It is slightly worse than what Venti has on. I'd rather just have more yum. So for Kazuha, this would be good if it had ER on it. If it had ER on it. In a way, I probably should use it though on him. Because I'm running this, but I had to lose too much EM. It's already bad enough that without the amount of EM I would have had, he would ultimately give Nuvolette more damage percent, given that that's how his passive works. It makes him so much easier to play with though, but I don't think I can do it. I ain't that desperate. Either way, there isn't really much else left to talk about, but let's go to Center Teapot before I forget to. Yeah. I don't want to forget this time. Go back to this team. Oh, it sounds right. Forget Barbara being worked on. Did I max her? I think I finally maxed out my Barbara at C6 when I did the Nuvolette pulls, which is cool. I still been tempted to pull on the Nuvolette banner just to get a Yamfe constellation, cause I hate skipping her C6. I've skipped her C6 several times now. Now, if I do this, I don't know when she's gonna come back, cause I'm pretty sure we're on the horizon of another new 4-star coming up. I'm pretty sure. So, we'll have to find out. Forgot to do this again. Oh, Charlotte's right there. Okay. I'm gonna need to remember who else needs to be putting here when I take her out, though. But not in here. It's back here, I think. Hold on, Miss Charlotte. Have we actually talked to her in here? I felt bad that I never did this. I originally don't care to do this for every character, but I do it for the characters I like, at least.
Hey, there you are. This sure is a mysterious place.
Did we
I've
talk to
taken
her
a ton
before?
of photos.
I feel like
boy,
I
do I
haven't.
have a list of questions for you.
Yeah, we haven't talked to her. Okay. So do you like it here? The
It's
usual
idyllic,
same stuff?
and the lighting is perfect. You can take the most beautiful photos from literally any angle. And yet, we're currently inside your teapot, right?
Did that worry you? I don't use this pot to brew tea, so don't worry.
Really? You've never brewed tea in here? Oh, well, that's a shame. I was going to ask you about how this unique environment affects the flavor of the tea. I heard this legend during an interview with someone from Liyue once. They said there was once an adeptus who poured half of the Bishui River into their teapot to brew some tea. When the tea was ready, the adeptus poured the whole pot back into the river, and that's how the river got its distinct color. No idea if there's any truth to it. I'd sure like to taste the water from the Bishui River if I ever get the chance, just to see if there's any hint of a tea flavor.
So you want to drink the river? I don't advise that. Whoops.
I'm here.
Yes, you are here, and I'm gone.
Good morning. I'm just going to stay here if you don't have any special assignments.
Special assignments, bro. Don't be like that. Anyways, stick drift, win.
Hey, there you are. I've taken a ton of...
Should I check the other option? I always don't care to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
It's idyllic, and the lighting is perfect. And
I
yet,
can skip it.
we're currently inside your tea...
Is that
No,
where I am?
not really.
Okay.
I was just wondering, what happens if someone opens the lid and pours water in? How would that manifest in here? A flood? A storm? Would the water level start rising from beneath our feet? I'd love to record that as it happens. Would you mind heading outside for a second and pouring some water in?
Girl, what the fuck? That's like some... I swear, why is it controlling feminine? You know I'm looking at Charlotte. The whole point of this, I guess, is just to have intrusive thoughts take over.
Hey, there you are. I've taken a ton of...
Would you have a chat with me in the same
Sure.
second option?
Anything you want to know about in particular? Let's see. I know. I'll tell you about the time that Bedazzled caused a huge scandal. They once ran a special report which claimed that the production and promotion of Fanta was part of a sinister plot by the Fontaine Research Institute.
You know what sucks about that? I'm pretty sure we found out about this through the Meripede World Quest, the Fortress of Meripede. So I'm not too surprised by this. I don't remember if it was a world quest outside of like the actual Archon story, or if it was the other world quest that was tied to the big one outside of Meripede. I forgot. But I know we did one where he talked about how Fanta originally was made, but apparently there was something else going on in the background which made it very hard for the Fanta Research Institute to trust one another. It might go back to that other world quest with the other guy. It might have involved that guy for sure. I forgot his name. But the Fanta Research Institute world quest that we had done that ended up leading us to doing like the whole tower thing that now is under the sea. That was during Farina's first debut, as far as I remember. But that world quest ended up ending with the other guys as well. So it's like I don't remember, man. Everything like kind of tied together in the end. It was very weird. Everything was kind of cool back then, though. I don't know. Anyways,
Right?
sound like a conspiracy theory?
They put forward a theory that long-term consumption of Fanta makes human teeth and bones incredibly fragile.
Yeah, people like I remember Fanta Research Institute testing for those things, and there was a certain someone they couldn't trust anymore, and that was the person we were going after the end of the world quest. That for the floating cube thing, I forgot what it was called though. It was when we first went to that area. I can't forget it, but I could go back in my live streams and check exactly when it was, because it was when we wanted to explore the new area now at the top side of the map of Fontaine. So, I don't know.
It would end
It was
up
when
destroying
Meripede released,
people's
probably.
bodies to the point
Yeah,
where
it
they
was
could no
when
longer take
Fortune
care of
Meripede released.
themselves. Even walking and eating would be agonizingly difficult.
So it happened all that patch, actually.
Finally, people would be forced into relying on machines just to survive. And that's when the Fontaine Research Institute, who develops all kinds of mecha, would swoop in to save the day and turn a huge profit in the process.
That's extremely far-fetched.
Most of my colleagues and I thought so too. As far as we're concerned, Bedazzled makes up things like this all the time, so we thought nothing of it. But it turned out that a whole bunch of people who already hated Fanta were completely convinced it was true.
Mm.
Well, either that or they saw it as a good opportunity to vent their grievances.
Oh, if someone hates a drink that fucking much.
Either way, after that article was published, the Maison
uh,
Accord was inundated with complaint letters accusing Fanta of harming children. They claimed that Fanta doesn't just damage children's teeth, but also stunts their growth, discourages them from drinking plain water, and ruins their appetites.
how does it discourage drinking water? What? That doesn't even make any sense. Maybe they just don't want to drink water. Like, there is a point in time where kids are like this though, and I was the same way. And guess what? I had to learn the hard way. So hey, that's what you want to do. Go right ahead. But there was a point in time where I wasn't drinking enough water. I felt way more unhealthy than I do now, even though I'm still not at like super healthy, but I drink a lot of water now, so I'm not the same person I once was. The only difference is I really did not take care of
And it
myself
all
very well
got
back
so
then.
out of hand that Mr. Henry got pressured
So it
into
is what
doing a
it
public
is.
interview with the Steambird, in which he stated that he would personally prove that Fanta was harmless.
Hold on. Make that sound. I still can't wait for Passport 46. I still can't get the excitement out of my head, but I'm like, my head is running with so many things. I watch people, I watched a lot of streamers' reactions to it already. There's still one last person I need to watch. I have anime I need to watch, but I have such a backlog of YouTube videos to watch. 'Cause I've been watching, what's that game called? Man, I wish I could fucking play these games. I hate that I can't play these games because I don't have a group to play it with, and I don't have a freaking gaming PC, so it makes me sad. But it is called. Where is it at? I should be able to check it without having to actually check the page. There it is. Content warning. Content warning. That game looks so fun.
He declared that he would start drinking 3 cups of Fanta every day until he turned 60.
Oh, wait. This sounds very familiar. I'm pretty sure this story was told to me by Risley, wasn't it? I feel like this. If you're telling me a guy who drank a Fanta every single day until he was 60, I remember it being about. I don't remember the actual whole story. I just remember this was being told to me by Risley. I remember Risley telling us a story about this.
He also promised to
Huh.
publish the results of his monthly physical checkups in the Steambird to make them available for public scrutiny.
I shouldn't laugh, but this is a hilarious story.
It really is. We've been joking about it in the office ever since. He's never gonna live this one down. To his credit, though, Mr. Henry managed to turn the whole fiasco into a huge publicity stunt for Fanta. Their sales really rocketed for a while off the back of this. And for all of his big promises about publishing his monthly medical reports and drinking Fanta till he turned 60, well, a few months later, everyone had moved on and forgotten all about it.
It's why does it prioritize feminine? You see me looking at her, bruh. Anyways,
Hey, there you are! I've taken a ton of photos.
anything you'd like to do?
Well, I'd like to take some photos for work, if that's all right with you. I'd love to do a story about that big, plump talking finch, for example. Now that would be an interesting read.
You'd have to ask Tubby for her permission on that. I can't ask
So
for her.
Tubby's its name. Don't worry, I'm a professional. I always make sure to get people's
Data?
consent before publishing anything that's specifically about them. Speaking of consent, would you have any objections to the general public learning about this wondrous teapot of yours?
Please keep my poor teapot out of the talons of the Steambird, Charlotte.
Sure thing. If you're not comfortable with me reporting on it, I'll keep it out of the news. But could you at least tell me who made this teapot for you?
I can't tell you exactly who did it, 'cause I'm not gonna oust that person. I don't want any sort of issues, even if you don't mean it. I just don't want that. Like, realistically, if somebody told me this, I would just say it's just somebody I know, or certain somebody with a certain status like this, an Adeptus from Leeway.
An Adeptus? Wow. Maybe you could introduce me? I'm so fascinated by the Adepti. I'd love to learn more about them. I hear there's all sorts of rules and taboos you have to observe when you're seeking an Adeptus. Are you able to go over all that with me?
It's not that complicated. I can just take you there. Ah, yes, I'm a MVP, kind of.
Really? Oh, amazing! Well, that settles it. I'll put it in my schedule and come find you when I'm ready. No backing out, okay? I knew you were well connected, but wow, fraternizing with the Adepti, that's really incredible. Now that I've got a friend like you, I'll never need to worry about networking again. An exclusive interview with an Adeptus. Oh, what would a good title be? Investigating an Adeptus? No. It needs to sound more reverent. They'd probably have me thrown down the mountain for suggesting that. Journey to Jueyun. Oh, that's it. I think I'll go with Journey to Jueyun, Liyue's Pilgrim Trail.
Oh, that sounds nice. Anyways, it is time to take you out of here, Miss Charlotte. You've been in here for like how long? I forget how long you were. Oh yeah, you were in here since like 4.2, right? I don't think I took her out too many times, did I? I feel like I did, but I can't remember. I sure hope not, though. But it seemed that it could have been that way. Either way. Now, how many characters was it that's left? Is it 2 or 3 that's not level 10 now for friendship? I know I'm like really close to the end of this, which is cool. Wait, that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. She's gonna max out before my Nuvlet even maxes out. But at this rate, this is interesting. Wait, where is feminine friendship at? Oh, it doesn't even show it back here. Oh, he's level 2. Okay. I thought he was also level 3 like Barbara. I think my team still has... I remember he has Aloy, Mika, and Gaming in it. So I maxed out Aloy. I'm probably going to do Feminine next. I don't know why, but that's what I want to do. I don't know why I don't want to do Barbara next, but I probably will do it after Mika maxes out, so I'll keep it at that. But damn, we're almost done with all our friendships. We're at the point where I can just get rid of people and don't know what else to add, or just add someone else, but that's nice. I'll probably still keep this teapot open until I work on other things, but you know. Stick just is blocking me to die. Man. What time is it? It's 11:11. Let me tell you a little bit of an anime I currently started watching recently. Cause I'm always like binging some kind of anime every day or every other day, slowly watching it. The anime I'm currently watching is a bit of a slow one. Where are you at? Should I try to get the English title for this? I probably should. Let's see. Get the English title for this. I can't remember the exact title anyways. It's a mess. It was right there. After finishing Mashle Season 2, which has also been very good, by the way. Dude, Season 2's intro had to have been the best theme I have ever heard from an anime intro in a very fucking long time. It is the best theme I ever heard. It sounds like something you'd hear in like a music video. That's how it was such a hype song, man. I wish I could play it, but I'm gonna get copyright if I do that. But it's so hyped, though. This is so hyped, though. That song was so good. I love Mashle Season 2's intro. It was way too good. Oh, it's called Bottom Tier Character Tomozaki. That was what the anime was called. That anime was actually pretty good. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That anime was actually pretty good. I haven't finished it yet because I'm on Season 2. Yeah. Probably gonna finish that tonight. A lot of anime. Well, See, episode 3 for some that been going on. Drama Heroes has another fucking season. What is this? Anyways, a lot of anime chilling out, but nothing too crazy, huh?
If you ever have...
If you ever have, you ever have the nut. So, game plan. Since I'm still here, I was gonna do for no, I was gonna do God, I forgot her name. Great.
Melusines are
Yeah, I forgot her
beautiful
name.
creatures.
Hold
They
on.
are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them
Actually,
no
I didn't even
harm.
have to do it like this, did I? I don't think I did, but too late for that now. Lynette. Yeah, we got the Lynette story quest. Hangout event that I'm going to do next Friday. This upcoming Monday, we'll do the cat event. I'm pretty sure it's going to be finished by then. Like, I should be able to just do it all right away. Do the cat event, get the cat at the top there in the thing here, because as you can see, that cat at the very top looks like the one we're going to get here, because adopted a fantastic feline, I guess. The really cool looking cat. Cat
I
looked kind
see
of
the value in my
devious looking though.
homework, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine.
But I
believe I
am
will continue to take
looking.
pride.
I am looking forward to past 4.6 as I keep mumbling the same regurgitated concept, but I cannot help it. There's not a better way I can even say anything. Like, the trailer was amazing. The music is amazing for the Harbinger. The boss fight, they always go crazy with it. We got Wind Trace, which I might try this year, because it looks like Dead by Daylight instead of regular Wind Trace for some reason. We got a combat event from an NPC from Natlin, that returned from Natlin. So I find that interesting. We got a music event from Ito, which looks really cool. We got a second story quest for Sino, which looks very interesting because I'm pretty sure we're going to get a new Sumeru character in the future, given that it looks like the character named Sethos wants to make a debut, I suppose. We know his name, VA, but we don't know if he drip marketed because drip marketing not till Monday. So, oh. I guess I didn't think about it like that. We got character teaser and character demo that's going to happen eventually, coming up for what's to come. Next week, we're gonna get the news of if Clorinde is playable or not coming up in the future, which, Jesus Christ, she has taken way too long to come out. What is going on? But I don't care. I keep hearing rumors that she's going to be, and if she is, that's cool. I've been waiting quite long enough for her. She is the last character I'm interested in Fontaine for, so I hope that she is good. The thing that's funny is that let's check the Electro roster, because at least it looks more competent than Pyro. So we got on-field DPS, we got healing and mostly healing, I think. Yeah, mostly healing, maybe Electro application, you play her right. She got a cool at C6. We got Hypermoon Driver. We got on-field Driver, but also sub DPS. She's really good. I actually want her now, more so than before in the past, anyways. We got a very unique pseudo hybrid type of DPS while being an enabler for what it's worth, but still, does good damage, provides energy to the team. We got buffer. We got DPS. We got sub DPS. We got pseudo sub DPS shielding, damage reduction type beat. She's kind of unique. We got DPS, and then we got DPS slash support kind of sub DPS with her burst kind of. Yeah, Alexo's kind of like has a lot of the variety. So, you know, it's pretty easy to tell when you look at this from what I described that the thing that Electro needs, for the most part, is DPS. They are pretty stacked on what they want to be. The only thing they lack is just more DPS options in some unique fashion of damage or just something that's just better than the others. Sino is not the greatest, but people want to always measure him up and say he's fine. He has drawbacks. Every character has drawbacks, but his drawbacks are too grand to say that he is good. So I consider him good at really high investment, but if you're casual with his playstyle and build, he's not gonna perform very well. But he can competently perform because his teams always require really strong supports, which is, same thing as this one. She's very decent at what she does, but she is not super strong either. If you catch my drift, what I'm getting at, what I'm looking for in Clarin is that I want her to be a DPS. I want her to be the strongest Electro character that we have gotten as a DPS because we do not have a super strong Electro character. For Electro, this is my second favorite element, mind you. But yeah, it's funny to say that given I don't play with Electro character very often, but I have my points to say on that. Other elements always are lacking something, and guess what? We got another one for Cryo. Healer, support, DPS, healer, support, kind of buffing physical, shielder, support, buffs with higher constellations, buffer, supposed to be a DPS, but I can't really tell the identity of this one. DPS, support DPS. We got sub DPS and on-field DPS. We got healing, buffing, and shielding. We got healing. We got DPS, and then we got sub DPS. This also is pretty stacked, but Cryo lacks identity and other things that isn't tied to freeze. They suffer something similar to Pyro, just specifically in that regard. So they need more DPSs, but at the same time, something that stands out similar to Pyro. They're just not unique enough. Risley changed that though. Guess what? This is something that Arlecchino can't even do. I hate to say that, but it's the truth. Risley, despite him being more of a melt carry, he is more unique in his team options than what Arlecchino can do for her element in team options. So, at the end of the day, Cryo kind of got a win on their character for Fontaine of a new unit, both from, you know, Charlotte and Risley compared to what Pyro going to have with their eighth. With their eighth on-field Pyro character that wants to do big. At least she could try to play with Chevruz, but rumor has it, after seeing pre-release stuff now that her kit's confirmed, there's like at this point nothing misinformation at this point. So her kit's out there, people know what it is. People know that if you want to get the most out of her, you're gonna tie her to Circle Impact. Most people do not like using Bennett.
Where did that come from?
They use Bennett because they need to, not because they want to. And they're gonna hate if the character's tied to Bennett. I don't like using Shelling for this reason. Because she's tied to Bennett. Not because Bennett is good, but Bennett's strength is his drawback. Not everyone likes playing him. What can I say? Either way, back to Electro. With Drip Market coming around the corner on Monday coming up, which I realize I probably should I guess I'll talk about it on Monday, but Drip Market gonna happen. I would like to focus the thumbnail on it, but I don't know. But as you can see, I really like the Electro roster. Despite me not getting Sino, I would have pulled for it too. He's a character I like. His English voice actor is a content creator I've watched for years, actually, and I'll never forget that. The fact that he get a second story quest just proves how good he is as a voice actor, and he really made it. I really am happy for him. I knew him before he really got into voiceover, so it's like I'm happy for him. Straight up happy for him. Even though he doesn't know who I am, but you know.
Ta-da!
Still wonder though.
Oh, fine.
Look at the Electro roster. The only thing Electro lacks is more DPS options and a really, really strong one. People would probably be like, but Electro's already strong. Don't get me wrong. Electro is strong. Heck, Dory at C6 is actually pretty cool with Farina. I actually want to build the Chibi for her if I actually could, because I actually would play it. It'd be a team that would force me to use Bennett, but at least it'd be fun to play in that team compared to others that Bennett's stuck on. Yeah, Miko, I actually want to get her. In the past, I didn't like her because I didn't like her, you know, her to be kind of like tied or not tied to official. But I found more use for her over time. So it's like her option being there, I could have fun messing around with it if it comes around to it. But yeah, I settled this before. But Electro, looking really good. Did I already? I already took that off. I didn't even know that fell off. Okay. Freaking wired out charging my controller earlier. Electro looking very interesting though. But let me take a look at every element and see what are the strongest DPSs of each element. It could just be opinionated, but I straight up think that not at any level of investment because I don't want to like go with that. I want to go with the general consensus of what people expect when they have a character at their strength level. So, assuming everyone doesn't have Gaming C6, I'd say Lenny and Hu Tao are around the same power level. I know that people like to forego Shaolin and be like, oh my god, she's so strong. People heavily overrate this character. Like, yes, she's very strong, but like, holy moly, did they overrate this character? I'm talking about on-field DPS is first and foremost, though. I think the strongest for Pyro of these two still. And they interchangeably are strong in certain types of content. Her being strong in single target, him being strong in multi-target. But this is just Pyro. Hydro. For on-field DPS, we got you, and you. Sadly, without question, you are the strongest of the Hydro roster, and only you. So, let's move on to Dendro. We lack options for Dendro. As you can see, we lack Dendro. I wonder if Dendro's gonna stay like this or not. Something no one really talks about. I do think they covered a lot of bases, but now they're at the point where they need to get creative. And that's probably why Dendro hasn't gotten anything, but I hate to say it. I really don't want Nahida to be the only option when it comes to application, given that the only other character that does something is Dendro Traveler, but for DPSs, we only got Tainari, and we got Alhaitham. Without a shadow of the doubt,
Wait.
no opinion, no strings attached, it is Alhaitham that's the strongest.
Whatever.
For Electro, this is a toss-up. People could say whatever they want here. People have had levels of investment. I've seen people's takes a lot. We have Sino, Yaimiko, and Raiden Shogun. She's not really the strongest in on-field, but being an on-field driver, she's strong, and she has the plunge team with Shengyun that's kind of interesting, but that's not where her strength is really at. Her strength is her flexibility. That's why I put her up there. But either way, if we're talking about just straight on-field character only, doesn't do stuff off-field, and that means comparing Sato to Kuching, I think in terms of pure strength, no matter what level of investment, I feel like at lower investment, Kuching's stronger than him. But at higher investment, Saddle's going to be stronger than her because he had better teams that he can drive through his burst. Because he's a hyper carry. He's skilled better for it. Sadly, it makes him one of the worst for Electro by this definition, though. Because I hate to say it, I would like Corinne to be a skill-based DPS just so that she can be what people want, you know, to have fun with Electro for. But that just sounds like Electro fusion, like Kuching. But I don't know how to feel about that either. So I hope they make her good somehow. I don't know. Some people want her to be a support for the keto right now because they're worried about her kit, which is freaking hilarious. Anyways, Animo. What the straw DPS for this one? I'm sorry, before this lovely, big-breasted, amazing bird mother here, I would have said Wander. I would have said him. But people are coping still say that he's just as strong as Cell. I don't know what's wrong with you. I can't even understand it. I would say the contender to exist, but let's just avoid that. Either way, Shenyun has changed Xiao so much that he is one of the strongest in the game objectively. So if people really like his strength at high investment are willing to go for it, because no matter what, both of these characters require a lot of investment. Wonder and Xiao is the strongest for Animal right now. For Cryo, now this is a toss-up because I try to give my most unbiased taste for a lot of these things. Now, this was kind of weird. Armfield defense options is Risley, Ayaka, and Eula. Eula's physical. I don't know. Melt Ganyu also exists, but they're pretty dated at this point. They can't really be compared to even Ayaka still, because Ganyu keeps up with her, but it requires niche scenarios for that to happen where they're comparable. That being said, when Ayaka works, she's very strong, but I feel like her kit requires and feels like it's meant for AoE content. People want to think that she is made for DPSing bosses, and her burst is very strong for it. I feel like her burst is really good for melting elite mobs rather than bosses, but you can melt bosses if you play her right, and not actual melt, but some people like to digress on that one. But Cryo, I think the strongest Cryo character, in my opinion, is sadly Risley. Even though people won't admit that, because they'll be like, technically Ayaka does more damage than him. But when I think of what's the best overall character, I could have said this for Electro and said Kuche just because she's easier to play. But in this case, Risley's damage is decent, even at C0. But the problem is his kit is not perfect. His kit doesn't perfectly work for him at C0, which gives him the deficit that kind of ruins him for the Cryo roster and where his strength is at. Heck, it's one of the reasons why it makes me sad that I don't really want him on my main account, but if he comes back around, I might consider him on my second account. So, I have a guarantee on my second account. I could pull Riser on there. I digress. But, I do think the strongest character overall, when things align, it's Ayaka. Overall, I think it's Risley. Because Ganyu, even though she could keep up with him, her teams are clunky. His teams are clunky too, but he had better options to support him. Same like her, where she has good options to support her. She requires high investment, but so does every character. But she requires high investment to see good results when it comes to other parts of content that you otherwise won't like with lower investment. Whereas at lower investment, you can still see some kind of like way of being able to play well with this character, with the damage that he can output. Yeah, I still think he's the best for Cryo overall. Because his only drawback is his passive, and it's to be able to out-heal the deficit of the healing he loses. throughout his skill window, where his skill window he does damage, increases normal attacks, and during that time he loses HP every hit that he does. When he's under 50% HP, he gets a charge attack that will heal him up a good amount, but the difference is he doesn't heal all the way to max like Nuvalet does through his skill. He only gets a certain percentage of it, which means he's at a health deficit before C1. This can be fixed with a healer, but some people don't like playing him like that, so it is something to actively put him down for, that his kit is not perfectly usable. But it's not like he's unusable, it's just his kit isn't perfect, or perfect as it should have been. I don't see why they made him this way. I guess to sell more, but I swear the developers need to come up with better excuses in the future, because they keep doing this. You're going to drive people away. But, dollar sign's a dollar sign, isn't it? Anyways, Cryo, I think it's rising. Geo, I hate to say this, because people are going to think it's recency bias, but I can't find a single reason why you would get Ito after Navia. After Navia's release is a character that I'm going to pull for in the future, for Geo, Arataki Ito requires a lot of investment for the returns that she can give at lower investment, which means you don't really have to build her for too long, but she still requires decent investment for people that want to put that investment into her. But if you put really high investment to this guy, as he's a hyper carry type, like you would for her, she would give better returns for it. So, I don't know what to say. For on-field DPSs, Navi is the strongest for Geo due to this, which is interesting. So, I could talk about what every element needs something for, and I still feel like the community would agree with me on a lot of these things. The one thing that sucks, though, is what people think about Electro. No one really talks about things until it becomes kind of a thing. I thought about this even with the Pyro roster before. Once we started hearing about Fontaine and saw Arlecchino in the teaser trailer before Fontaine's release, I was thinking about this stuff. But I saw Claren's vision during the actual trailer before Fontaine's release to actually see the whole region and all that. It's very imperative that we get a bit of insight on what we hope to look for in the roster of the game, so that the game can still feel fresh for everybody. And this is why content creators still put out like a lot of videos and talks about that they think might come to the game and whatnot. But this is just me yapping about this nonsense. But I still think it's important, even though not a lot of people see this video. I might take the effort to do these things on my second channel and just see what happens when I make it. I'm willing to at least commit this much due to my thought process, because who knows, I might end up bringing insight of something no one ever thought about before, even though I kind of go in line with a lot of people's thoughts, know where their head is at, get a bit of an understanding of what they're looking for as well, and it helps me get my thoughts together when I talk about it. I'm trying not to go very biased about things, because I really do hate when people say that they're unbiased and they don't mean it. I swear, every time they say, I'm not trying to do this or do that, but they still freaking do it. Can you stop with the lying? Actions speak louder than words, my dude. But, I'm just saying. Either way, Claren's rumored to be drip marketed, and if she is, maybe I'll talk about that on Monday even further. Maybe I'll even make a video on it, because it'd be cool to talk about it. Because, again, Electro roster is very stacked in a very unique fashion compared to every element in the game. But the actual on-field DPSs, truthfully, is only 2. If we add Raiden, we can. But most people that build her as a DPS should know themselves that she's not meant for the role that people expect her to be. People just expect her to be that because she can be played that way. I don't think her kit was meant to be an on-field DPS. I feel like her support capabilities while doing stuff on field is what she's meant for. Alexa is unique as heck, a lot of things, but I can't really forget this guy either. Guy just did, but yeah, this guy too. Yeah, he's on field DPS, but you can use him as a driver for a thundering furry thing, but that's about it. The only two characters that kind of compete and do similar things are these two. At lower investment, Kuchi is a lot stronger than Sino and feels better to play. And Sino's just stronger than her at higher investment no matter what. At all investment levels above a certain amount, he's going to be stronger than her no matter what. And she cannot be compared, but people will compare anyways. Unless she's C6. Some people have Kuchi as C6 because they love this girl and have a lot of copies of her. And C6 Kuching, I'd rather not even think about it because it's just wild to think about. But she looks hella fun. C6 for sure, I'll give it that much. But either way, I digress. I felt like saying this stuff because I just wanted to get off my chest. I thought about it because rumors going about that Korean is going to probably be drip marketed because it's about damn time, people. It's about damn time. She comes around, man. And she is. While thinking about Arlecchino and how disappointed I am in Pyro, Electro's got expectations, but even if she ends up not being an on-field DPS, I will not be disappointed because Electro's units are so stacked and different and unique and diverse. They're probably the only element that I would structurally think is very different from a lot of the other ones that are saturated in something. The only thing that's different is like Hydra's saturated in one thing, and it's just the uniqueness of application and whatnot. But that's just a here nor there thing. It's like we got a unique type of buffing type of thing, buffing and sub DPS, on-field DPS, pseudo enabler, but it has some, insane damage off of burst, healing. We got buffing. I mean, you could do a lot of different things with her thanks to her being a catalyst, but mostly buffing. Uh, Application, kind of sub DPS at C6. We got sub DPS, and healer. As you can see, Hydra's kind of stacked in a very weird fashion, but their thing that they have is just application. It's just so, I guess, saturated in that, but not too saturated because it's just different. There's not much I can say about it. I just really like. If there's a roster of characters that looks super unique, it's definitely Electro. Because Animal, they're all just going to do the same thing but different things. Like, we got Grouper, we got Healer, we got Grouper, DPS Grouper, and Buffing, and Healing, and some kind of, well, DPS, but has some kind of weird grouping on his burst. Buffing, insane freaking buffing at C6, but like buffing and she could actually be a sub DPS at C6. DPS, she can buff, but it's not really special. Her C6, she kind of becomes a DPS in a way if you play her right, which looks kind of fun actually. And then buffing, and she can also be her own DPS if she wants to be, because she does that much damage. I think that's cool. Honestly, I'm going so far off topic if I keep yapping like this, but it's just very interesting. A lot of things I could come up with, but I feel like I could go on and on about a lot of different things. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm excited for patch 4.6. So much that I can't even put it into words because it's unbelievable how much content is in that patch compared to every patch we've had in Fontaine's release. Like, we've had Archon quests, we had double Archon quests in Sumeru, and I find this just as exciting as back then. It's just that kind of exciting for me. We got all this stuff going on. It feels like throughout most of the patch there's going to be something I could stream if I want to. I think that's the coolest thing about it. I don't think I've had a patch like this in such a long time. So, very excited about that. But man, Electro's roster, it looks so stacked. I don't know what's gonna happen with it. They could do whatever they want to, and I won't be disappointed in Electro because it's such a uniquely well-designed element in the characters that have released with it. Even though all the characters are not perfect, they all have a role that consolidates something that gives them an option of something different. I like that about Electro the most in this game. I like that the most out of all elements in this game. Every element's always competing with something. I'd like for Electro to compete more in the Dendro aspect of quicken damage. We don't have the strongest quicken damage dealer, so that's what I want Clarine to be. I want her to be that, or I want her to be like an overload DPS with Chevrus, which would be very fitting given that she's an officer for Fontaine, you know. But she's also a champion for the thing that she's done. Which I forgot the whole thing, the whole shtick. Wonder if we'll get to know about that if, you know, she's playable, and she should be. And see her story quest. That'd be cool. But man, I can't help but look forward to this because so far Fate characters keep releasing on-field DPSs. The only existence that has been different is either 4 stars or Farina at the only 5-star. So I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm going to just say, if they make her a DPS, I hope she is the strongest for Electro. That is something I want. I hate to say it like it's supposed to be power creep, but it wouldn't take much for her to be the strongest, even if it's only a little bit, but noticeable as well. That is all I care for. And if she is that, I will be very excited to pull for her. But I'll be very excited to pull for her if she's a, you know, a DPS on fielder regardless. The thing at this point, I wonder if she was a support, what would I want her to be is my question at this point. Because Electro has a lot of stacked potential. And on one hand, it doesn't need another sub DPS. It could use a different buffer for something niche. But other than that, I can't think of much. So I don't know what Electro really needs. Other than more DPS options that are really strong and unique and, you know, comfortable and fun. You know? That's all I can think about. But it is really cool to see the Electro roster. And think about, ooh, now that, you know, Arcano's released, we got that stuff out of our chest, and now all I got to think about is what I'm looking forward to because I'm skipping on Lucino. That's probably why I'm just going on this tangent to begin with. But I think that's enough, yeah. That's enough yapping. That makes up for the lack of time that would have been like under an hour for this stream. Because I've almost finished everything very quickly. But, you know, I still look forward to seeing what happens. I'm going to probably continue to farm VV. Should I do it on Sunday? There's a point where I need to start farming talent match for Nouvellette again. But I feel like I should take a break from it. Yeah, I feel like I should take a break from it. But I don't want to forget, I do have 80 out of 90 official, which I'm going to be looking forward to this soon.
I created another universe and founded Paradise.
I'm probably going to level her to 90 on Monday. Which I'm iffy of streaming on Monday, but I am tempted to. Because I want to. But damn, it's going to suck when this happens because as you can see, it's taking all my purple books. I went through so much purple books. I had like 600 of these. Load up 3 characters to 80. 2 that are 80 out of 90 right now. But Fisher, I do want to bring her to 90 because I said if I improve her build enough that I'm satisfied. Which I am more than satisfied, but I really wish I could have improved the circlet. I didn't need a Sands upgrade, but this Sands changed her. This feather changed her so much. So it's like unbelievably hard to upgrade her now. It's like if I want to upgrade her, the circlet is still the only option that is left. But at this point, it doesn't matter. So I'm torn between her and Hazel, but Hazel I don't need to bring to 90 right now. I'm gonna give it some time before that, because New Blood still needs to max out on friendship. So until I max him out on friendship, I'll just work on talents and work on his talents when I get to it. But next patch, I'm gonna try to crown Fischl. Fischl's skill. I really want to crown her skill, and I look forward to. I don't know if I'll crown. I'll only crown his skill if he's actually that good in damage. But I did test him. My highest was 80k on him with a level 1 talent with C3, given that I can't get any more because I don't pull on his banners. But man, when was the last time this guy even appeared on a banner? It just came to mind. Either way, looking pretty good. Oh yeah, this thing. I forgot. Did I ever talk about my findings for when I tested him? I don't think I have. But when I built him up and I did my testing, even though he had level 1 talents, it was quite surprising, but quite nice to know that Skyward Atlas with this build is quite strong and quite decent. So, if I don't have a use for Widzith in the future on anybody, I can put it on him because it does more damage than, you know, Skyward Atlas by a decent amount. But if I end up having Widzith on somebody else, I end up putting it back on, then I could give him Skyward Atlas. But I need to know if R2 is actually better than. Yeah, I need to figure out R2 Skyward. I keep wanting to say Skyward Atlas, but Widzith is better than Skyward Atlas. If it is, I'll consider that a win and still probably use this. It should probably will be. I had to test that, but I don't really care to test that right now. Either way, I forgot. I didn't talk about the findings of testing this guy. He is, I quite like his build. I ended up giving him a build piece that would have very well been on a different character, which is very intriguing indeed. But yeah, I'm still excited for all these things next patch, but the thing I'm probably most excited for is just the drip marketing and maybe Wander's rerun. If Farazan's on it, I'm gonna pull on that banner for about 60 pity and hope that I don't get a 5-star, but if I do, I wouldn't mind getting Wander. If I don't, then that's fine. I'd rather avoid that, but I'm willing to go deep for this character. And at least my goal would be to get C4. That is my goal, to get at least C4. I don't know if I'll get that lucky. That's if she even appears, so I'll most likely talk about this again in a future stream. But, anyways, I think I said enough. I don't think there's anything else I need to say. Except me regurgitating the same thing over and over again. Then I'm excited for a new patch. I'm sorry for that. I just haven't been this excited in a long time. I don't know how to express the excitement that I have because I went through so many things in my life right now. Heck, I even had a homie message me actually before this stream. I haven't talked to that guy in 2 fucking months. And he's finally messaging me, seeing how I'm doing. And he told me I was on his mind. I got very emotional over hearing that too. But, yeah. We all got our things we got going on. I'm still here existing. I know he's still touching my channel, so he probably knows I'm still on the build and still around. But if you're watching this stream, I love you, homie. I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're doing well. And I hope to hear good news from you one day. Because you are going through too much shit, my dude. But, yeah. That is it. Poll count has not changed because I double refresh every single day. So you know what that means. With Welkin, I am essentially haven't moved. So I'm still 73. I have been 73 pulled for a while. But I just remembered something else important that I'm happy I got in this stream to mention. I do actually need to stream the next time this resets. In 4 days. Oh boy. That like next week Wednesday? Oh, I'm gonna have several streams next week then. I'll do it. I always stream on a Spell Abyss reset 'cause I like doing it. So we'll stream again on Monday for the cat event. By the time the cat event ends, should be when this Spiral Abyss comes out, actually. But yeah, I'll do this. Why not?
Melusines are beautiful creatures.
Anything else? I think I did enough. I just remembered there was something else the dev livestream didn't cover. I just remembered that. That's wild to me. The dev's livestream never covered it. How intriguing. There was a change that wasn't talked about that was in a dev talk that this font here is going to change and it's going to be easier to scroll and I won't have to scroll all the way down to get to certain teapot. That's something I'm excited for. They're going to change the layout of this screen for the map layout, which is pretty exciting. Didn't think I'd be excited about that, but all these small things are just like things that I'm like, bro, this just makes our life slightly easier, slightly more smooth and chill. Still excited for a teapot update because I still haven't like crafted a lot of the Fontaine stuff, so I'm actually gonna put in effort for that, which will be nice. Yeah. So, thank you all for watching. My name is Crytek M-Bomb,
They are
and
the pride of Fontaine.
hi.
Be sure to be.
We'll catch you guys next time. Also, I forgot, avatars actually changed as well, but I'd rather talk about that when the actual live stream goes live. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys on Monday, yes.